Hello everyone, Attack Power here with another SD2 game here on Kostritsa between DD and Paladin Lepa. Let's dive right in here. And on the left, in the red, we have Dede. I don't know, I'm going to go with DD. And he is playing third Canadian on balanced income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Paladin Lepa playing DB SAS, also on balanced income. I mean, there are so many things good about this match. I cannot wait. Only issue, it's not access for dollars, but yeah, whatever. Okay, we have a really odd division, DBSAS. We have Balanced on Balance. We're on Kostritsa, great map, with some CQC division. This is going to be so much fun. Dive right in here. So, third Canadian. I mean, the division hasn't seen a lot of play recently. It does still have a lot of good tools. I would put it at a solid, like, low A tier kind of division, I think. I mean, it is Western Allied, so of course it's strong just on its base level. I wouldn't put it in like A+ tier or anything like that, but it was solid A tier. Commonwealth infantry is still not anything incredible. The Kangaroo rifles are certainly a nice tool, but nothing overly powerful. The recon tab here, nothing special. Recce and scouts and some staghounds. Infantry tab, 70 infantry, not an absurd amount, but the Kangaroo rifles on top are really expensive, so I understand why he doesn't have more. We have assault Pioneers and Field Engineers, his two like mini CQC squads in A phase. Rifles Piat 2 times there, and Rifles Leader. The B phase, we have the Stormtroopers, another 15-point nice little squad there, and Kangaroo Rifles in a C phase card of Kangaroo Rifles. The tank tab here, we have Stuarts, Sherman 5 DDs, B phase Sherman 3, and the Firefly and C phase card of Shermans. Core tab, phenomenal in this division. We have Vickers, 2 cards of Priest DDs, which are just super strong. Both vetted, I like it. A Commander, oh, I hope we see that, and Supply, the AT tab, 6-pounder, 17-pounders, and Wolverine card, AA, Crusader AA, Bofers. Already, wow, this thing is loaded up here. 2 Priest cards, and off-map, there, and that's like the, boat one, I think it's pretty powerful. And the 140, which I do actually like those guns. Oh, wait, no, not the 140, I don't like those. Finally, air tab, Oster, Spitfire, and Mosquito. There, C-phase Mosquito, very interesting. So he's looking for a long game. On the other side, DBSAS, a division we don't see very much of. Very odd division, bringing a lot of power in C phase with its US contingent. Kind of middling in A phase, gets better in B phase, and strongest in C phase. The recon tab here with the SAS Sniper, the Saboteurs, and M5A1 Stuart. Infantry tab, this is more like a balance mirror here. 99 infantry, piling them on. So, hopefully I read all these. The, it's too small, I can't see. FFI, something. SAS Grupa, Maquisards, the SAS Chasseur Para, and a leader there. B phase, we have another card. I think they're like double, it can't be double machine gun units. They're 15 points. I don't know, FFI something. I made the picture too small. And then we have a leader, FFI rallies, the Chasseur Para again, and then C phase, we have some Army rifles there. Tank tab, a really fun, weird mix of units. We have the FFI H39 light tank, the Char B1, love that thing. Panzer IV, there in B phase. Jagdpanzer IV, also in B phase and C phase. We have the M4A1 and the M4A1 76. Support tab, we have some 2-inch mortars, MG34 Hotchkiss ammo, and M4A3 in C phase. AT tab, we have the light FFI cannon, love those things. Pack 38, Pack 40, and Hellcats in B. The AA tab, we have 25 mils and 2 M15 cards. RD tab, some radio mortars, and off-map, and a 105 in C. And finally, P47s and a Black Widow there in the air tab. So, if you guys enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe, check out the Patreon or YouTube membership link down below, and let's dive right in here. Sorry, I'm once again on my treadmill. I'm not actually sorry about it. Get over it. Yes, I may be slightly out of breath, and yes, the audio is not perfect. Don't care. Attack power is getting thin. Woo! Getting carved. All right, so the usual early Kostritsa rush here. Assault Pioneers came out a little too soon. Smoke coming down. Staghound trying to get this 25 mil. Love these things. They're just like, they're not amazing or anything, but they fire super fast. They are only 10 points. They pick up so many kills you don't think you should ever get. Saboteurs are around. But no flags flip just yet. These Saboteurs continuing to get easy shots off with their M1 carbines, which are actually quite dangerous on their own. Field Engineers getting wrecked here. Absolutely annihilated. And things not actually looking very good here for DD at all. In a little bit of trouble, I would say. Paladin has really poured into the south here. Here comes a line of H39s. These are terrible. Be very clear. These are pretty gosh darn awful. They are cheap, though. We have two 113 kilogram bombs in this Spitfire. Really quite effective. Can kill most AT guns pretty easily. Yep. Easy kill there. Nice job there. Early Priest DD, that is absolutely the right choice. Can dominate this open area. DBSAS completely lacking in 2K anything until C phase. And only then did they get HE 2K, not even like AT 2K. The Hellcats do have some APCR at the 2K range, but that's it. So an early flagged here grab. Here's these SAS Grupa FM. These are the ones I couldn't read. They are commando, which is nice. It's a pretty solid CQC squad for 15 points, quite strong. Then we have the Frontier Partisans. I could not read these. That's what the unit is. Really like a mid CQC unit. I mean, it's only 15 points. For only being 15 points, it's very good because of its cost. The actual unit itself is nothing impressive. Hence why it is only 15 points. But it is a full squad of units. Twinge Carrier, going to put in some work. Assault Pioneer's already dead. This is definitely the issue with 3rd Canadian on this map. You do not have like you don't have a generous amount of CQC. Now, on the same time, DBSAS is going to struggle with the light armor that 3rd Canadian can put out. You know, Stewards, Staghounds, these 2-inch mortars. There's lots of stuff. And a lot of their infantry do not have AT on it. These Paras do. Really, that's just a AT grenade. It's really short range. 1311 here for Paladin right now, which is a big deal. Remember, we are balanced mirror here. Every little flag tick matters a lot. DD also throwing away some Assault Pioneers. Really not good. He needs those kind of desperately, to be honest with you. Ooh, which gets to the 25 or the 2-inch. 2-inch does get the trade. Probably worth it because the 2-inch carrier is what, like 20 points, 15 points. Just killed that 10-point gun. It's not the worst. Obviously, you want that to be alive, but yeah, worse things have happened for both players. We see some Stewards coming in, but that's it. I'm sorry. Dede? Is it Dede? I don't know. I'm going with DD. For those of you, my American buddies on here, if you remember back in the day, you're probably old like me, and you watched a show called Dexter's Laboratory. My European friends, stupid cartoon, American thing. And the character in the show had a secret lab. He was a kid with he was super smart and had a secret laboratory. And his sister, Dee would come in and terrorize him throughout the show. He'd be like, Dee! It was pretty funny. To me. To 5-year-old, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old me. It was pretty good. Pretty quality stuff. So, mollies do get thrown at the Staghound. They don't do a ton of damage. They're actually technically classified as AT, I believe. Like, the actual Molotov itself is considered an AT weapon. It comes under flames, of course, but... Still 1311, Paladin holding onto this flag. He has lost a fair number of troops here, but remember, DBSAS, its strength is that its infantry are dirt cheap. You have these Partisans, you have the Maquisards, 15, 20 points. Really, it tops out at 25 points, and the infantry are not bad. That's not like 25 points of trash. That is 25 points of solid infantry. So that is really where you get your strength in this division is infantry, and this is really the map. This is one of the maps you'd want to play DBSAS. A lot of maps this division would really falter and suck on, but this one, this is it. This is one of its like dream maps. So double assault pioneers here do clear out the Maquisards, so there are 2 more here, and the assault engineers of pioneers here will not win this, especially when they're split up like that. Yep, I'm just getting wrecked. Double Molotov, to the face, and then he runs away because now they'll get to reload their Molotov. That's unfortunate. Yeah, here comes the leader SAS, which has a Piat. Yeah, this is a bad spot for the Staghound. Got really lucky. I don't think DD's watching, though. Yep, and down it goes. He's not going to miss twice. A big loss. That thing, I mean, that Staghound was kind of holding the entire line up there. He really could have put it... I don't know where he could have put it. Out here is pretty dangerous. Did kill that leader, though. Killing those leaders off matters. Gets rid of the radio, and the radio mortars are really important. Now, we do have a 12-12 currently. DD has this flag here for the moment. Won't have it long. He just needs to clear out these units here, and he actually has a 13-11. Might be able to, grab back some of those points he lost earlier from this early push from Paladin. P-47 out. We do have a Crusader AA, which will force it off eventually. Crusader AA, solid AA. It is 20 mils, but it's a double 20 mil. And basically, once you get past a single 20 mil, they become effective. They become quite effective. Ow. This is definitely a problem. He needs to make this stop happening immediately. He has done a nice job of clearing some of this stuff out. Ooh, field engineers do unload in time. SAS group into the woods here. Double rifles Piat could clear that up quite easily, but it matters whether they get the double rifles Piat or not. We do finally see these SAS chasseurs trying to go by. There's no way he doesn't see this. I mean, maybe he doesn't literally see it, but there's no way it's hidden on at a literal sense on the map. All right, who wins this pile of light armor garbage fight? I mean, the Stuart has... I don't even think it's shooting at this. Well, now it is. Lands. Yeah, I mean, these are really kind of hot garbage. There it is. I mean, it can certainly kill it. I'm not saying it will not kill this. I'm just saying these are really bad. Killed, and does not finish that off. Stuart's, like I said, 3rd Canadian with its light armor, really holding the line here. Wolverine does poke forward, stops these chasseurs. I'm not 100% sure what the goal there was. You see Mortar going after the 2-inch carrier. 2-inch carrier definitely needs to get out of there. So Paladin Lepa with a nice little lead here. Only 2 minutes left in A phase. I'm not sure if DD has really noticed this kind of block he's got going on here. Another SAS leader. Gonna get that shot off. That's a big deal. Ooh. Does he kill this P-47? He does. Wow, that's a big kill. That's 120 points. Remember, balanced, these trades, I mean, trades are always important, but they're just, when you are equal income, it really matters. Losing a 120-point plane for nothing is pretty bad. Group SAS just have the Brens, but it is green cover versus no cover. Yeah, I mean, having no cover, guys, is honestly the biggest deal. Cover matters more than the weapon makeup by a pretty wide margin. In early Priest 105, let's see if he actually puts it to use. We do see it going. It looks like he wants to try to leverage his air power. He doesn't have a ton, honestly. He's got Spitfires and Mosquitoes, and the Mosquitoes aren't coming for a long time. I'm not 100% sure why he doesn't put some infantry in this building here. I know it feels like a big commitment for that, but instead he's going to call in a 120-point plane. Seems weird. He got the job done, but there's still more infantry. I don't think he knows there's more infantry there. The 105... Okay, good. Yeah, the 105 needs to kill this. Without a doubt, this is the most valuable thing down here. 25 mil is a close second, but definitely not as important. And he does have radio for this 25 mil if he draws that out. Okay, I like DD's investment here in some early arty. These 105s can be extremely strong when used properly. Stuart versus H39 again. There's a pen, but this should finish it off. There it is. Killing off these is really important. It's the only light armor DBS SAS really has to play with. 105, will it land an early hit here to take this out? That'd be huge. Oh. Ah! Found the side shot. 2-inch mortar in range as well. It does get the kill. So finally, the H39 wins out that time. And now Paladin back in the 1311. This is honestly probably the easiest flag for blue to grab is right here. I do personally feel red's in a much stronger spot, generally speaking. So I'm strongly assuming the Pac 38 rolled in there and killed off that Wolverine, which is a pretty bad loss, actually. More Priest DDs. Yeah, Rifles Piat just suck nuts. Gotta tell you, like, I really don't like them as a unit. They're pretty awful. Priest DD is here. Does have double 50 cal, which is actually pretty nuts. There's very few weapons in the game that have two 50 cals on them. All right, 3-inch 82 mil mortar still alive. So now Priest is going for the 25 mil cannon with radio support. I like this close rangeness. I'm a big fan. Big fan of the very close range Priest here. Basically providing its own radio. Love that. Not a fan of this rifle leader being left out in the front to die. Not a fan of that. Kangaroo rifles, we are in B phase. That means game really starts to pick up here. Priest DD taking some hits. Ooh. Does he finish it? I don't know who to root for here because both of these players are playing caustic Western Allied divisions. Probably rooting for DBSAS. I think DD's the underdog in terms of player skill. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really seen him play before. That's why I'm thinking that. Only because he's new to me. Paladin is a very solid player. I've seen him play plenty of times. The party wants to root for DD just because he's the new guy. Party wants to root for DBSAS because they're less poisonous than 3rd Canadian. 3rd Canadian is not the worst or anything, just oh, crap. He really needs to unload these units. Badly needs to unload these units. There he goes. All right, Kangaroo rifles, honestly, just by having so many weapons, they are actually pretty good at CQC. Just by the sheer number of guns. Stormtroopers, they do have a grenade. Off it goes. Nice hit, but here comes the mortar. 25 mil. Crusader just barely saves the day there. Little help from the 50 cal, but that was probably most of the Crusader. I do like DD moving his arty. I do like Paladin going after these things with this mortar. Like go for it, bud. Big fan. Should have just reversed. Did not have done a fast move. That was not correct though. A lot of units had to be invested here to kill this off. These Stormtroopers are actually really valuable. He just does not have much CQC and he just burned through half of it. Jagdpanzer finally in position there. Stormtroopers, will they get their grenade off? No. Nice little micro from DD. Priest DD goes down. Ouch. I like all the DDs going on here. The Priest DD, player DD. You know, yeah, it's just D everything. DD. Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. Ooh, love this H39 cheeky push here. 6-pounder, though. They're barely to save the day, and it should save the day. Wow, that was a very heads-up play there. Oh, should have left the Kangaroo rifles. Oh, it was an easy pack 38 kill. Oh. I mean, Paladin has done a really nice job of keeping a little tick going on, just harassing harassing DD's backlines constantly. Artisans are really solid CQC units. They're a pain in the arse to dig out. And we see a lot of points having to be wasted down south. And not even just points, but just valuable units that he needs everywhere else. Paladin has been really good on his micro, but he's going to run into this Steward here. That thing will be dead soon. Double rifles, Piat will overwhelm the SAS, despite the SAS obviously being a better unit for this situation. I mean, he's got to get up here. This little burn is really bad. It seems so minor, but it's actually like a really bad thing going on here for him. Mirror matches, it's harder and harder and harder to pull back into it once you fall behind. Not sure why this didn't hold the line. Kind of weird. Really bad, though. Now the 2-inch, yeah, I mean, DD hasn't moved these infantry, so this 2-inch mortar is absolutely wrecking him. Honestly, a little surprised at the mortar call-in from Paladin Lepa in the first place. Reasoning being, he already is so dominating at CQC, he doesn't really need the extra support from the 2-inch mortar. Maybe he just didn't feel he needed anything else, but that feels unlikely. Feels so unlikely. We have P-47 coming in again. Crusader AA is still here. Will it stop at this time? It will not. Vickers is going to go down there in a big boom. Yep. Although, P-47 flying right over the Crusader AA. Spitfire getting a run-in on it as well. P-47 could be in a little trouble here. Especially if the Spitfire gets another shot. It does. Ooh. Oh. Oh, no. But the P-47 is going to get the Spitfire. Oh. That was ouchies all around. Oh. For both players, that's actually really painful. There's not many P-47 like bombers in the first place. He's down to 1. There's not that many Spitfires either. He's down to 2. And that's 110 points, 120 points traded, basically. Vassars do have their grenade here. And down the Kangaroo goes. These are pretty critical misplays here from DD. Paladin doing it, honestly playing really tight in terms of microwing and stuff. Been all over most things. 2-inch mortar is still alive. Yeah, he hasn't missed much. Firefly is here now as well. That Jagdpanzer IV in a lot of trouble now. I just said Paladin hasn't missed anything. He's missing this really key unit getting shot at. Does get away, though. Yeah, he got very lucky. Both those 17-pounder shots missing. And these infantry just getting chewed up. DBSAS infantry are really strong. And it's not even just necessarily they're like super high quality units. They are dirt cheap for what they do, and they're not bad in the first place. I don't think the priests have gotten enough value yet. They really need to work harder. Like, honestly, and I know it sounds ridiculous to say the arty itself needs to work harder, but I think DD needs to work harder at getting these things to be firing at stuff constantly. Like, this not shooting is not really acceptable. Especially when you called a third one in here. He needs to go after this. I think that 25 mil would be a pretty big deal, honestly. I can't remember. Is the M15... We can look. It's somewhere here. No, that is the 37 mil. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was like the 50 cal only one or the actual 37 mil worth bringing in unit. Another priest? Okay. DD's really thinking like this game is going super long and he wants to be really invested in artillery. The issue is, like, he's put down a flag. Like, he can't really be doing this while he's losing tickets. Because, again, catching up is really difficult. I'm just not sure DD has really chosen targets yet of actual value. Especially if he loses his Firefly here to his Pack 38. Can Paladin pick up this kill? Oh. Oh, wow. Very lucky for DD there. That would have been huge for Paladin. Yeah, until this priest kills this 81 mortar, like, making any infantry push here is going to be extremely difficult. DD now bombing his own stuff. Daisy. Panzer. Oh, no, these are Hellcats. Oh, just scratch that. These are way more important. Dangerous. Not if, though, they waste their APCR on stupid little things. Kangaroo down. Can this kangaroo unit get in there in time to surrender these? Does get one. Could get the other here pretty easily if he actually moves over. Pretty big. Let's not be within 100-meter range. Yeah, there they are. 17-pounder bounces on the Jagdpanzer IV. That's unfortunate. Firefly is dead. Jagdpanzer IV making a run for it. Will it bounce again? It will not. Oh! Did that get hit at some other point? Must have. Spalling should not cause an instant death. I think it does 1 extra damage. Sherman 3 versus Jagdpanzer 4. That's an easy one there. DD not... Oh, he is reacting, but he's doing the fast move again. He's not reversing. He needs to reverse. Now it's finally 12-12 with this flag recaptured. And, I mean, Paladin's been fully pushed off this flag, but he's got a big lead right now. As Artie comes down on the 17-pounder. Did DD move it? No. There's no. We finally see a counter battery of the 81 mower. We do. And DD not getting lucky here. I mean, I find it funny. Paladin is counter battering with his mortars, while DD with his army of priests here not really counter battering. Calling it another arty gun. We hit C-phase, and the first thing he calls in is a big arty gun. Seriously? I mean, it feels like he's like a quick play arty bro. Like, is this a 10v10 arty bro only? This is the issue with arty spam. Is sometimes it just doesn't do anything. Like, if RNG is not on your side, and your opponent micros their stuff and moves it, you're just bombing nothing. And you're spending a lot of resources. Now, sometimes arty is absolutely insane. And you get tons of kills, and it's absolutely busted. And it feels like backbreaking, like these mortars have kind of been, honestly. And then this happens, where it just doesn't do much of anything. Double Hellcat combo, gonna be an issue. There's a double Hellcat. No, there's Panzer IV down here. Yeah, I mean, Paladin Lepa gets to just play defense now. Like, that's the thing with taking an early lead, and especially in a balanced mirror. You know, you get to just sit. and say, okay, come at me, bro. And you just build and build and build and build. That's why the truth is, early aggression and balanced, I actually think is the most important, other than maybe Vanguard. Vanguard is the most important to be early aggressive. But balanced, you gotta... It feels like a defensive income, but oh, why are there two rifles leaders like within a foot of each other? You gotta be getting early flags and establishing something that the opponent has to attack into so that you are on the defense, you have room to lose some stuff, and you know the game's only getting better as you go on. If you start out on the back foot thinking, oh, I'm defense, I'm balanced, I'll win the long game, well, then you're constantly being pushed back. You're constantly, like, your points are constantly being spent attacking into your opponent's defense, which is always more costly. And you need early ground so your opponents are forced to attack into you more aggressively, and it allows you to draw more points out of your opponent, making it almost impossible to come back in C phase. So we see the first off map. Oh, where is it? Where's this little bastard? There it is, just a 155 Jeep doing not very much, honestly, right now. Although Paladin Lepa once again picking up... Oh! That was bad. That was bad for DD. Now we see a nice push here. Paladin doing a great job of following that off-map up. As much as I hate it, this is the proper way to use off-map. DD wasting points, and this 140 hasn't even unloaded it. Yeah, for someone who, like, so aggressively called in Artie, he's not using it all the time. Which is a serious, serious problem. Like, fine, call it in, use it, you love it, it's your thing, fine. Then it better be firing non-stop at every single thing that moves. There should be no point where you're like, I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. It should be Artie, 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 Artie. Like, oh, I see something, shoot it. Oh, I saw something move, shoot it. Doesn't matter if it's infantry, doesn't matter if it's tank, you're just shooting. When you have 4 priests and a 140, you should just be lighting the world of fire. And now we see Paladin turning on the spam machine here. Immediate drop of a Kangaroo rifle, which would have been a huge defense here. 1 Crusader AA down already. Another one about to go here. DD in a lot of trouble. Has just been playing, like, extremely defensively. And Paladin has been really just taking full advantage of that. Not enough Shermans. There we go, finally. Priest DD about to die to this. Oh, either one. This is a disaster, actually. Another off-map just smashing down here. Doing the work, giving the hands. Although, mostly intact. Especially since the Partisan was pinned as well. Yep, down goes 1 priest. This Kangaroo rifle could save the day, but he's not moving. Wow. Whoa, 2 priests, easy kill. Will he get the 142? Finally, the 140 unloads. Good God. What is this Sherman doing? Oh, it's just out of range. Down the priest is going to go. Wow. Really nice there from Paladin. Really devastating here for DD. Oh. Bouncing on the M4A1. Finally kills that Stewart. Does clear this flag out. Still 12-12, but some massively bad trades here. Sherman 3 getting bailed out as well. I mean, Paladin is playing DDSAS really well. I'm not going to lie. The division is really not that good. In terms of Western allies, it's bottom of the barrel. Now, because it's Western allies, it automatically means it can't truly be the bottom of the barrel. But, you know, if we're stacking up Western Allied division, this one is definitely one of the worst of them. But as I said, that does not make it bad. I would definitely usually place 3rd Canadian over it in most situations. This map, yeah. I do think right now it's definitely more play than it is divisional matchup, though. Like, 3rd Canadian should have some pretty good advantages in terms of armor and everything. Like, this is really not acceptable. That's a good kill. Very lucky that he got an armor crack, but this is not good. He got extremely lucky once. He should not get that lucky again. Lost both these priests over here. Actually lost all 3 of these priests. So he spent all those points calling this already in for basically now. Why is this Sherman 3 winning? What is happening? Like, honestly. If this priest CD kills that 25 mil, that's really nice. It's going for the... No, it's going for the 25. Oh, so close. Also, DD brought in 10 17-pounders. I understand there's a C-phase card, M4A1s, but that I don't think that predicates bringing in 10 17-pounders. That's a pretty serious misappropriation of points. Not sure of this double rifle leader thing going on in the middle here for no reason. Yeah, and look how many... I mean, Paladin just has a lot of units on the map. I mean, up north, DD's really established himself a nice stronghold here, but he's got to get out of it. He's got to push. And, ooh, nice APCR hit on the priest there. Driver kill. This should finish it off pretty easily. Yep. Fireflies can obviously counter the Hellcats just fine. If they can land a hit. There's one. One Hellcat is far worse than 2. It's similar to like a Nebelwerfer, where like it's a significant downgrade. Not just like, oh, that's just worse, obviously. No, it's like double Hellcat is ultimate power. Single Hellcat's kind of an embarrassment, actually. P-47 goes after the Sherman 3 on accident, question mark? Not 100% sure why. 3-inch mortar immediately on that buffer. We saw how fast he just started firing that. Actually, no, he was firing something else and changed targets. Already after the 140, the 105s will counter this well because they can move, of course. These 17-pounder coming in supply. Oh, it was actually coming for the Sherman, and it's dead. The irony there is pretty massive. The M4A3, I mean, these Fireflies are there's only 4. That's a big issue, too. There's only 4 of these. We already saw 1 die. And these are really key. They need to counter all this armor that's starting to build up. I mean, DD is holding on. I got to give him credit. He got some really bad presses through his lines. Lost a lot of key units, but is really holding on desperately to these flags. And he's got more priests. He has 6. We called 4 in, lost 3. Should be 2 left. He's going for it. He's not. This 25 mil is going to kill this Kangaroo if it gets by this M4A1. Firefly's going to work on it, though. All right, so there's the last Firefly. M4s take some big hits. Can the Fireflies finish it off? Does get a shot off. Misses. Does not miss the second time. Firefly takes a pen from this M4A1. Ooh. Paladin losing a lot of armor there. That was actually really bad for him. Now we see the counter off map, 381. That's a big boomy. I think you only get... Do you only get 1 call-in of this? I don't even know. Is DD waiting with these stormtroopers? That would be very nice. He might clear this out, honestly. 381 does kill stuff. Oh, and here we go. Another 155. Second one? Or do you get 3 charges on this? Think you get 3 charges. That's a juicy 155. Now, these units are moving out, though. With all that armor dead, there's an opening here. 140 is under attack, that's for sure. As the script has flipped, now Paladin has the serious RD advantage. Kangaroo pushing through. Does go down to this M4A. Oh, no, the Hellcat, I think, did the job. He can kill an M15. That would be massive. I mean, Paladin's got a... Oh, wow. So now all of a sudden things are flipped and Paladin's the one losing backline units here. Missed the off map. Wow, those are some big... Oh my. Not landing great, honestly. He needs one to land right there. That's it. Will it get in fast enough to surrender? Off map takes out a Recce, a rifles leader. Fireflies really are dominating the center here. With the Pack 40 picking up... No, not any yet. Black Widow, not the AT variant. Ooh, what is this little... Oh, that's got a lot of bombs. I did not know that this unit is not common at all. I think the bomb variant is only in this. Those stormtroopers did not get through. They came in way too slow. Will that P-47 go down? I don't think so. You never know. You never truly know. Oh, the Black Widow goes down. That's bad. That's ouch. Here goes a Mosquito. 8 150mm rockets. That should do a lot of damage. 105 needs to move. P-47 will get the Oster, but shouldn't get anything more. Here it is. Yeah, it does get that kill. It is a nice kill, but a Firefly died? 2 Fireflies? Oh, no. Yeah, I think 2 more Fireflies are dead. That means there's only this one left. That's really bad. Really, really bad. I mean, DD got in here. 15-9 for DD now. He has turned this around. My goodness. Hellcat picking up some easy kills here. As the middle has just collapsed here for Paladin. Paladin's got 99 infantry. Where are they? All right, here comes some. Finally see armored rifles. These guys do have bazookas? Yes, they do. Hellcat versus Firefly. With the Hellcat out of APCR, yeah, I didn't feel good about that one, but it did get a pen. That's a pretty big deal. Sherman 3 go down, so another Sherman down. And this Stuart finish off this Panzer IV? That'd be actually pretty massive. Nope. Lost sight just in time. Panzer IV does go down. Oof. Oh, not good here for Paladin. He's in a lot of trouble. DD has turned this around. I'm honest. I thought his trades were going really badly. But maybe Paladin was losing more in those pushes than it appeared. Just kind of a random off map here. Really won't. I mean, if it kills the AA, that's great. All right, Paladin going. Oh, I thought he was going for the surrender in there. I mean, a half track could certainly do it. As these infantry get caught out and just get chopped down. Oh, no. Armored rifles are really not amazing infantry. They have bazookas, and that's what they're good at. Wow, 2 flags up here for DD. I'm honestly at a little bit of a loss how all this went so wrong for Paladin. I know what moment it was. The moment where things turn is when he lost all that armor in the center. Because the issue of DBSAS, you don't have a lot of tanks. I mean, yes, you get this nice M4A176 card at the end, which he's definitely making use of. We see him all here. But, like, again, there's really no light armor to speak of. So, you know, once you lose a couple key pieces of armor in a position, it's very easy for everything to just suddenly fold in on itself. And that's what we saw here. The off-map did kill both AA pieces. We will see if that equals... Ooh. That equals, like, a breakthrough down here because there's no AA cover. And that's another issue with DBSAS. You don't have a ton of AA. Now, he does have a C-phase card of M15, or what is it? 15s, yeah. So he should have plenty of AA, but he's lost a bunch. He needs to buy it back. And right now, DD's like, he's got the aggression screws up to 11. Got him turned all the way up. He's just pushing everywhere. He's rapidly made up the points he's lost. We got a game here. DD certainly hasn't won. I mean, he is burning through a lot of troops making this massive push. Remember, he's only got 70 infantry. And he's throwing them around like they're free. .140 hasn't fired in a long time. Priest over here died. So after calling in all that artillery, DD really did not micro it much at all, leading to most of it to be dead. The Panzer IV goes down to the Kangaroo rifles. That's really bad. Paladin, big mistake there. Mosquitoes are quite good. Medium resilience, relatively fast. Just a lot of rockets, really. And they do actually have the cannons as well. Like, you can't head on them or anything. They will kill your stuff. Mosquito has its target. Wipes out that magazine. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of rocket planes that are actually like legitimately good in this game. This is one of them. P-47 being used to kill a 2-inch carrier, which is fine unless it dies, which would be absolutely devastating. Will get away. Now, all the Fireflies are dead. BD did not play those too well. I mean, they made nice progress, but losing those to a division that really has like no 2KHE is not very good. I mean, the 17-pounder picking up a free M4A1 would be huge, though. Oh, that's so rough. Grenade away from the saboteurs. Oh, no. Yeah, there it is. I was going to say. But reloading then. German is here. Wow, the armored rifle just out of range. And now all these units getting devastated here. Things kind of going from bad to worse here for Paladin. Might get a free Priest DD here unless the heat shell lands. That would... Oh no. I mean, this Priest is going to get 2 heat shots out. If the heat lands, I think it's an instant death. I can't look at it now. I was too quick. Too slow to look. Oh! 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 That's so unfortunate. Oh! Those Priest DDs are so good. Oh, here we can look. No, that's Sherman DD. Ah, I've been tricked. There's a Priest DD. Does do 10 damage. At 100 millimeters pen and a pen. Oh, that's so brutal. Honestly, this is like one of the reasons to play 3rd Canadian. Like that singular unit. Cassopera will get a free Sherman there. DD getting a little, I think, too aggressive. He's got a double tick. He doesn't need a double or tick. I mean, yeah, a quadruple tick is technically quadruple. We'll call it triple for the sake of clearness. You know, a triple tick would certainly be nice, but it's not necessary. Like, double tick right now is really strong. This is a Chassepera. They are really dangerous. I think they have commando too, yeah. I mean, Kangaroo rifles, though, are a really strong infantry unit. I don't say that about Commonwealth infantry often, but this unit, yes. Very strong. P-47 coming in. There's only 50 cals for defense. Kangaroo rifle going to get wrecked. I thought there was more AA here. I guess there's just that many 50 cals. Oh, there's a Bofors. There's a Black Widows. This is a big boomy. Wow, gets stopped this time by the Bofors. I imagine we'll see more AA coming in. Pac-40 finding a Kangaroo rifle. Yeah, DD's got to be careful. I mean, yes, he's got the advantage right now. Let's lose a Crusader AA up north for nothing. Ooh, this 81-inch mortar has gotten so much value. It's kind of insane, honestly. Mosquito's in. Picking up 2 easy targets. Mosquito going to head on this P-47. 40 mil might finish this off, honestly. Head-onning these mosquitoes is really dangerous. It's got 420 mils. It does a lot of damage. Yeah, it died. Oh, no. Oh, no. 17-pounder picks up another Stuart. And DD finally is flipping the tickets here. As Paladin just kind of looks like he's actually running out of stuff. Yeah, I just really thought Paladin was... Wow, it's a triple chick now. Oh, no. I really thought Paladin was out microing DD. Like, he was doing a nice job of bodying him out, blocking his areas, and holding flags where he needed to. I didn't think he was losing units that much. Oh. Now it's just a slaughter. If these mosquitoes can fly unbothered, there's not a lot you can do. You're just going to get wrecked. And you can't take a triple tick for long. It is, again, technically quadruple, but we're going to call it triple because there are 3 arrows there. But it technically doubles each time, so it's actually quadruple. And there goes a 105. Things just completely falling apart here for Paladin. I mean, folks, let me know in the comments. Was I just not seeing the right things? It's happened plenty of times. We all know it. And Paladin throws in the flag as what seemed to be a very well-played game just fell apart on him. Nice work to DD there. 47.95 to 39.15 there. I mean, if we look, see beginning, it wasn't as one-sided as I thought, but we see a lot of blue here, a lot of blue. Blue, 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 blue. And this is pretty even here. Then, right here around the 30-minute mark, things start to fall apart here for Paladin. Majorly. I mean, maybe it's just Kangaroo Rifles just being way better infantry. Just overall, just so chunky. They put out so much damage. It doesn't really matter where you throw them. They're kind of CQC all on their own, having 4 Stens and 3 Brens. Actually, more CQC damage than a lot of just normal CQC units put out. You're obviously missing grenades or flamers, but at the same time, throwing then, how many rifles are left? I guess 8, whatever. 8 rifles, and you're actually putting out some half-decent damage in the woods. Yeah, I mean, look at these things. Maybe Kangaroo Rifles are just that good. I mean, the infantry here performed really well, especially for their cost. You just got overwhelmed by that strength of those. And again, having to deal with all the Shermans all the time and stuff. Great game to both players. That was an exciting one. If you enjoyed that, smash that like button, subscribe. Check out that Patreon link down below. Thanks a bunch, everybody. Have a fantastic day.